My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Right, today is February 18, 2022. It is 3:45 a.m. This is video number 2, and video number 1, I just did this prayer for Harry and Meghan. It's gonna be on PYTE. So now this is gonna be focused on APTS Team Sussex, where it has to do with Prince Andrew. All right, so let's go on Twitter. And this was the last tweets that I was doing. All right, so there's this here. She made a smart move. No NDA means she can sing like a canary. All right, so the thing is that it seems like Virginia Giuffre did not sign any NDA with the deal that she made with Prince Andrew. Okay, laughing my ass off. Virginia Giuffre didn't sign an NDA as part of her settlement with Prince Andrew. I went and looked on Google, and I came across an article from MSN that quoted Virginia's lawyer. So Virginia's lawyer did say that. All right. And I think I have the article. If I don't share the article with you, I'll leave the link in the description because I have the link right here. All right. Let's see here. I knew she will learn from, there's me saying here, I knew she will learn from the 2009 agreement she signed with Epstein. He screwed her on that agreement. I really don't think Prince Andrew had a good attorney. Who cares? He deserves everything. FBI is next for Prince Andrew. He put himself under the 2009 agreement. FBI might want to know more about that. All right? Because I'm telling you, well, this one is on APTS Team Sussex. Go check some of those videos that I have regarding the thing here. There's me responding. All right? She's going to sing, and then there's that. And that's some bullshit, you know. Yeah, what she did here. I think she's much wiser and understand the nonsense that they put her through. And she had a good lawyer. I think she had a very good lawyer. Okay, I bet she did. This is just wishing thinking. If his lawyers were that remiss, then they don't deserve any payment. Yep. That's what I'm saying. I don't think Andrew had some good lawyers. Even when I was reading some of the stuff that they were submitting to the court, and I'm like, are these people for real? Are they for real? I don't think Prince Andrew had a good lawyer either. Okay, he can say he did not rape her, yet she did not sign an NDA. As more is revealed, it's clear he had no cards to play. I think so too. The £12 million to charity reads like all the British media articles say Meghan only won $1 when she won millions. Another articles, Virginia had a book coming out next year. Okay, exactly. To believe this settlement is 12 million is to believe Meghan's were £1. We all know the undisclosed amount is both settlement were extremely much higher. I thought so when I saw the focus on her not saying anything before the Jubilee. The Jubilee. The spelling, that's why I'm laughing. I couldn't read Virginia Giuffre's book because reasons, but I hope on all that is holy that she writes one. All right, she can sing, and Prince Andrew agreed to not say he did not rape her. All right, there's that. Let her regroup. I heard it's a 1-year hiatus while they go through their jubilee. Andy is a sadist. Is a sadist. Why go himself through all that, settle, then hiatus, then we'll forget we ain't fish, we're elephant. Oh my God, this is funny. We ain't fish, we're elephant. They said that elephant never forget. We're going to come back. Okay, all the things the royal family fear the most are about to happen. Poetic justice is happening while HRH, Queen Elizabeth II, is alive to see it. Those who fail to learn from history are condemned to repeat it. Winston Churchill, 1948, this may break the cycle. All right, the chicken are indeed coming home to roost. I'm telling you, I said from the beginning, I knew all of this was a setup. And if the lawyer that he got willing to pay all that money, and then she didn't sign any NDA. Maybe Virginia probably said that I'm not gonna sign NDA because she has the upper hand. She has the upper hand. You're like, nope, I'm not gonna sign NDA, or we just go to court. Because at some point, people don't give a F anymore. They don't give a F anymore, especially after what he did to her. Not only raped her, okay, knowing very well she was trafficked by Epstein. During that all ordeal where she filed the suit, instead of staying low, he's smearing her name, okay, with them royal rights to smear her name. You think she give a F anymore? She's like, no, I'm gonna go ahead with that. You get better cough up, because what the main thing for Andrew, he didn't want to go under oath to say certain things. What he did, that's the thing here for him. He didn't want to be the word coming out of his mouth to say this is what I did. All right, that's why he didn't want to, and they willing to pay. And she's like, I'm not gonna sign the NDA. Okay, non-disclosure agreement. It's legally binding document that is used to stipulate conditions that cannot be divulged or breached. That's right. And she said she's not gonna sign it. She probably have her book already done already, so she's probably gonna say, my book is coming out. I already spent time writing it, so there's no reason for me to write that. So she had upper hand in every level, and the judge have said it. Even though she was at the age of consent, the fact that she did not want to be touched, that was good enough for her, for the judge. And I think this is what really screw everything for them. All right, because the judge already put that on paper. Out of respect for the Queen, Virginia Giuffre has personally assured Prince Andrew that she will not speak on this issue till the Jubilee is over. Really? Where did she get that? Okay, out of respect for the Queen, I hope you are being sarcastic here. The Queen has paid Andrew lawyers to bash Virginia. You must be having a laugh. Yeah. Where does the tax go? Anyway, why would she sign one when she is not the rapist? Thank you. All right, because perpetrators, aka criminals, are usually linked on NDA to the payout they make. The thing is that she learned. I think she learned from the 2009 agreement. She learned, because when I was reading that, I was like, what? Only $500,000 for and she cannot speak about it? My goodness. Okay, I think she agreed to keep quiet until after the Jubilee. After that, we will be reading some interesting things. I need to read that article. Okay, they are sadists who must be enjoying this public nut squeezing. Not squeezing. Oh my God. They prolong this thing and harvested the maximum amount of shame and disgrace, settle and financial pinching, then a break. Someone tell them we are elephant. There's that thing here. Elephant never forget. Okay, it'll get more interesting after the Jubilee. Book Netflix. I hope she does. For her pain and suffering, she should do all that and more. Especially after what they did. The bald head, egghead went out and said things about Netflix should not be profiting from them. I'm telling you, I hope she does a deal with Netflix. I wish her filthy riches, happiness, and beautiful future. For all of us whose abusers were either pissed poor or we just gonna confront them for whatever reason. Go Virginia. I'm telling you. She is older, and that's the thing here. I think so too. That's what happened here. She is older and wiser and now and has good and better lawyer, not influenced by anyone. Good for her. That's exactly what I think here. All right, that's exactly what happened. Never ease up when you have someone by the ropes, especially when they're out to get you mentally, emotionally, and physically. That's my motto. Okay, the deal will come pouring through, but after the Jubilee. Okay, so I need to read that article. All right, so there's more things here. Let's go to the next one. I'm already 8 minutes, and I have much more tweet to share with you, and I would like to read the article, and the article will be last. All right, laughing my ass off. Virginia Giuffre didn't sign NDA as part of her settlement with Prince Andrew. All right, the squad are talking about it. Okay, I'm not celebrating just yet. The announcement has been made that the settlement had been agreed on, but I'm not sure anything has been signed. There are all kinds of nooks into which language can be talked that will limit Miss Giuffre's ability to talk or write about her life. All right, so there's me here. I put that. When she said that, I went to look, and I was like, yeah, she's right. She's right. Let me look, and this is MSN.com who put, and there was a quote from Virginia's lawyer. All right, let me click on it so I could read it later. If I don't read it, I'll put the link. All right, why should she? He wanted to settle and she wanted to take it to court. If it was to settle out of court, it had to be all in her favor. That's what I think so too. All right, there's me here. If that was before I find this article. All right. Huge if this is the case, she must have learned from the 2009 agreement with Epstein. That agreement was horrible for her. Worst of it all, she had the upper hand, yet the end of the stick. And anyway, I guess it was good because Prince Andrew just inserted himself into sex trafficking by saying, I think I continue with it, by saying to a Southern District of New York that he can be sued because of the Epstein and Virginia agreement. The FBI might, okay, I put it in quote and uppercase, might want to have a few words with him because of that. All right, this thing is not over. It's not over for Andrew. And then guess what? Virginia could still talk with the FBI. Virginia could still talk to the FBI. And guess what? The agreement that she had with Epstein, where she could not speak about the agreement and things like that. Not only Epstein is dead, okay, who cannot, confronted her claim, and then the fact that they forced her to bring the agreement to court, where the court had to say release it. So now everybody knows what was the agreement was about. Okay, so everything is on Virginia's favorite now. All right, Epstein is not there to hold her back and say no, you cannot talk about that. All right, and Andrew, when I'm telling you, he messed up the thing for himself now. He's not under the hook yet. If the FBI decided to say, I want to have a few words with Andrew because he claimed he was part of the agreement when this agreement was supposed to be a sealed document. Okay, all this, what I'm saying here is my humble opinion, and some of them are truth because I read the thing. All right, if Andrew come out and say, oh, I'm part of this agreement when the agreement was supposed to be sealed, nobody should know it between, it was supposed to be Epstein, an Epstein lawyer, Virginia, and Virginia's lawyer. Okay, who was supposed to know about it? How did Andrew know about it? Okay, you insert yourself into this and say, oh, I can be sued because I'm part of this agreement. When your name was not on it. Okay, I read the thing and I read everything. The judge was saying in the agreement, it says royal. Is it royal or royalty? One of these, royal or royalty. They didn't say royal or HRH Prince Andrew. Your name is nowhere in there. So this is why the thing was like, you have to go to a trial. All right. So everything he tried to push, he just tangled himself. All right. And this is all the things. This is what I meant by all of this. I can write a paragraph. Was it a whole bunch of story on this? But I try to summarize things on Twitter. Okay, seems she might just be recalling some things and quite soon. Good thing you don't sweat, Andy. Okay, hope she writes a effing book. Okay, I want to know if he sweats. Okay, I hope she talks the squad or something. Naming and shaming will help her and other victims of this pedo ring, but it will take a lot of courage and risk to put anything out there. She's gone against some very powerful forces who will stop at nothing to remain in the shadow. Guess what? Maybe there are other deals that already happened. We don't know. We don't know. So the ones that she doesn't mention, guess what? We will never know. They're probably calling her up right now. They're probably calling her up now and said, please don't mention my name. Don't mention my name. All right. But at some point, there's some people who said they don't give a F anymore. They don't care anymore. All right. Where and no amount of money will put the thing. If she said, I'm not going to look at it, she didn't sign the NDA and he's willing to pay off, cough up 12 million plus. All right. So that means she has the upper hand. Her lawyers the lawyers that she has are pretty good. There's the laugh. Good on Virginia Giuffre. No NDA means she writes a book about the whole subject, even in her life, and how the rich and powerful abuse their position of wealth to avoid facing any real consequences. Okay, if I was her, I would do an interview the day before the pathetic jubilee. That's the squad being petty. Let's go into that. Maybe they could probably do it, but air it maybe on the day off. Can you imagine that? She has to wait until the end of Jubilee is over, but she is free to talk after that. Okay, so she can do it right after and Jubilee finish. If she make the interview and then make an agreement with the, how do you call this, the network, and said you can only air it after. All this could be made. All right. All this could be made. Look at the Oprah interview. Was they recorded couple days or maybe couple weeks or maybe a month before that, and then they air it when they did. All right, let's see. Good for her. They silenced her for so long. Yep, for long. Good for her. Okay, that's the one I just read. Okay, they silenced her for long enough. Clinton won't let that happen. Let's see here. When I read that she approved a settlement, my first thought was that an NDA was off the table. She does a lot of victim advocacy and speaking appearances. She is a fantastic at it. I just gonna see her agreeing to anything that will hold her back from that. Okay, I didn't even know she had a charity to advocate for that. I didn't even know it was when I was reading one of the tweets, and I was like, let me search it. Yeah, she did. She did. Yep. She learned. She's much wiser. Okay, anything that happened to her when she was a teen, all right, we could forgive her because she learned from it. She didn't know any better. It's almost the same thing when Harry was younger. They didn't know any better. Now that they're older, they're wiser, they learn from their experience, we could forgive her for that. We could forgive them for that. Okay, I don't see her and her lawyer agreeing to just 12 million either. Okay, we'll buy Virginia a book and a flash. She already wrote a book a few years ago. It flapped. Maybe she'll write another one. Maybe now people will go revisit that book. Makes sense for Virginia to settle. She needs to be free to tell her story. Andrew's case was so weak. Yeah, he didn't have a bargaining power to demand that. He could have gotten NDA in 2010, 2011 when Virginia's position was weak. That is true. Even at the beginning of the trial, if he had settled right out of the gate instead of doing all this nonsense, okay, he would have an upper hand. But instead, he thought he was above the law, okay, trying to say, oh, I'm going to fight this. I'm going to fight it to the end, this and that and that. I'm going to talk to the FBI. None of that, all right? He actually raised the stake for Virginia. He raised the stake for Virginia. That's what I see here. She won't make the same mistake. That's right. I think the 2009 agreement opened her eyes. I'm telling you. Thank God. I hope she does all the U.S. TV round except for ABC. They had their chance and blew it and write a book. Yep, that's true. LOL, only relevant if she takes advantage and tells it all. Shows how desperate Andy was to get this settled before the deposition. Else you could assume that this will be a standard practice to get NDA up front. And the thing is that I think the Virginia's lawyer played that card very well, step by step, okay, raising the stake, okay, file the thing first, okay, without filing anything, trying to get in touch with them for years, I believe since 2015, 4 years, right? Nothing. He's running, saying all of that. And then what did the monarch did? Try to do a police investigation in the UK, and then they didn't find anything, right? They shut the case the minute it came. And then what did Virginia lawyers did? After they couldn't get in touch with him, they had to file in New York where one of the incident happened. And right after that, what did they do? All this nonsense he keep on filing in the New York case. Couple of them I share with you on APTS Sussex. Well, on this channel, actually was raising the stake a little bit higher. Then once they come, Virginia lawyers say, turn it up another notch and say they're gonna have to give a deposition under oath. That's where everything crashed. Even after where the judge have said a couple things, even though she was the age of consent, the fact that she said no, you cannot touch her and all of that. He had no case at all. He had no case at all. And there's pictures of him and all of that. But anyway, let me move on to the next one. Next tweet. I don't want to waste time. Next tweet. There's Omi here. Following Education YouGov announced a £12 million, $16.3 million contract to provide children a book about the Queen for her Platinum Jubilee, Labour MP Don Butler has written to Boris Johnson asking for the public funds to go toward fighting the spread of COVID in UK school. I'm telling you, Dawn Butler, I'm telling you, my hat goes to her because she's dealing with some freaking sharks over there. And she's holding her end of the bargain as well. Okay, I've written, there's Don Butler here. I've written to Prime Minister outlining my concern regarding the plan to mark the Queen's 70-year reign by sending a commemorative book to all primary school children in the UK. £12 million could be better spent preventing against further spread of COVID, my letter. She's using that. You see, this is what happened when you when you vote for someone who's advocating for your interests. This is a smart move here. Why do you think she did that? While the Queen is gonna spend £12 million for Andrew, she's using that same amount for the school children. All right. Let me read her letter. Oh, it's very small. Dear Prime Minister, I am writing to you regarding the recent proposal that to mark the Queen's 70-year reign, a commemorative book will be sent to all primary school children in the UK. Like most people in the UK, I have a huge amount of respect for the Queen's long record of public service. This is where she's giving respect to the Queen here. But I do not feel this is an appropriate commemoration, as a proposal seemed to associate the Queen with political event during her reign. Oh my God. She's spot on. Then they say, she's a brilliant woman. She's a brilliant woman. Why I'm saying this? Then they said the Queen should not be part of politics. And she's using right there against them. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Any controversies over the content of the book and its partial history of the Queen Elizabeth, its reign, will risk embroiling her in a political debate of the government's making. Wow, this is good. As you will be aware, there is a parliamentary protocol enforced by the Speaker covering how we discuss the Queen and the royal family more widely to ensure that members of the Parliament do not drag them into our political debate by assigning views and opinion to them. Wow. At a time when the Department of Education has failed to ensure all schools have adequate ventilation, £12 million will go a long way to improving the situation and providing bulwark against further spread of COVID-19 as infection rates remain high among young people. It is very rare for democratic states to send children commemorative book about their heads of state, and I hope the government will reconsider this proposal, avoiding political controversy for the monarchy and putting the £12 million of public funds to better use. Alternative. Okay, it's very blurry. I'm surprised I'm able to read it very well. Alternative and more modern solution might be to make the proposed book an online resource. Very good. I didn't think of that. It would be good to make an online resource. Wow, this is brilliant. Make it an online. Whoever wants to read it. But COVID is killing our young kids. So let's use that 12 million on that. This is brilliant. All right, UK, this is what happens when you vote for a good person who's looking out of your best interest. This is brilliant. I love this. And I think I mentioned it in my community board, but I didn't read the letter. But I'm glad that I'm putting it in here. There's here, I am 100% for commemorative the Queen's impressive reign. It's a historical moment, well enjoyed, celebrated in June. However, the UK is in the midst of a cost of living crisis and 1.45 million school kids ineligible for the free school meal courtesy face going hungry. Fix that first. Wow. Wow. Children are going hungry, relying on food banks, and another £12 million to be spent on the Queen. What is wrong with the government? The richest woman in the UK, the government is still rubbing her feet with pounds note. This is so wrong. All right, what a waste of public money. Putting it toward education sounds correct. Seeing how the royal family wasted public money, I wish you luck. Taxpayers already are paying for rape and trafficking crime committed by Andrew. There is that. And I think she used it the right time to write that letter. Okay, I absolutely hate seeing the waste of money being spent on the Jubilee. I don't wish to see a parade with her in a gold carriage or using money that could be spent on the children and elderly of this country, especially when the cost of living is so high and people in poverty. I'm telling you, I'm going to read what's there, but let me give that thought here. This is the thing here. They give people like a problem to deal with, a problem that purposely created to make sure you forget about your own personal problem. And this is where Don Butler came and say, let's put that issue aside. All right. We do not want her to be part of political issues here. Why are you spending the government money on her and the monarch when we don't want to discuss this in parliament? This kind of thing. Instead of that 12 million pound, and she used that same amount of money that the Queen is going to use to pay off Andrew's thing here, and said, okay, let's fix the ventilation, the COVID thing, and all other issues we're dealing right now. I mean, the UK have the money, but they're holding it, they're squeezing it out of people, saying like there's problem here, to create problem that there is none, to make people forget about the real issue that's happening. All right, so let me read what's there and then let me move to the next one. War sewage being dumped. People worry about high heating bills, record usage of food bank, COVID, yet somehow there is money to waste on the propaganda. Yet somehow there is money to waste on this propaganda. If her reign is truly so impressive, there should be contemporary news documentation of achievement. Okay, that is a huge waste. They should sell the books to benefit charity and send copies to libraries to lend out. What did she say here? All right, just put it online information. Just put it online. Whoever wants to read it, go there and read it. Okay, British royal family and the government are so out of touch with reality. Remember, they work hand in glove. Hand in glove. I've been saying this. All right, they each scratch each other's back, and then to finish the triangle, you have the tabloid to distract you. Okay, British royal family and government are so out of touch with the reality. This is just crazy. Everything has gone up this year. People are struggling, for God's sake. Kids need food, not the diluted book. All right. And the thing is that, what is it? When that football was trying to feed the children, what did Boris come and try to do? All right. Try to shame him. My goodness, adding insult to injury, it's not enough that they continue to waste our money hosting parties, living in luxuries. Hey, all these people have told you this is who they are, but yet you keep on voting for them. That's the thing here. Okay? They also expect us to applaud them for using it to give each other useless gift at our expense. Hey, this been going on. They've been doing it. It's just that each time they're doing it, they create a fake issues for you to be distracted for what they're doing out of you, getting out of you. There's literally endless books on her. Enough money for books, not enough money for school lunch, but I'm sure the book will tell them how charitable their queen is. It's unbelievable that someone has thought that it could be a good idea on the current economy and social climate in the UK. Definitely out of touch. I don't know what to say. They told you guys who they are. I really thought the last election was gonna change the stake here. But no, you guys vote for the same people, and you actually put vote some people out that will be looking out for you. But thank God Don Butler is still there. I don't know when she was elected, but hey, she's been the advocate for the people. When she was calling Andrew a liar, what did they do? They kick her out. All right, next tweet. Breaking. The Queen is understood to be so upset about Prince Andrew's court case that she's been thinking long and hard about the strongest possible punishment she can give to Meghan Markle. That was a sarcasm. Laura, are you sure that you don't mean to insert the Brit media instead of the Queen? Okay, she has to throw the whole book of protocol at Meghan. Sound about right? Sound about right for Queen too, and family of vipers. Okay, give Thomas Markle a knighthood. Sound about right, bigoted, largest, and rampant in the UK. So this might sound absurd, but nothing is too absurd for the UK bigots. Okay, that's so horrible. Call all the Meghan expert from avocado to wardrobe. Dinner with Piers Morgan. Ban her from the balcony. LOL. All right, there's more comment, but I thought that was a sarcasm to share with you, so I throw it in here. Next tweet. The Queen paid, there she is again. She was on a vote. The Queen paid off Andrew's victim after he visited Rape Island, and she sent her grandson to exile for marrying a black woman. Imagine looking at that family and thinking Harry and Meghan are the bad ones. All right, Meghan Markle was right. They covered the rapist and pedophile, but not paid the security of the son with the foreign wife to keep them alive. I'm done with this royal family. Okay, there's the quote from Meghan. They were willing to lie to protect the other member of the family, but they weren't willing to tell the truth to protect me and my husband, Meghan. All right, there's more thing here. Because Lizzie is complicit, the lawsuit will expose her role and Ghislaine Maxwell access to the homes and family members. The media sycophant will continue to abuse Harry and Meghan to hide the wrongs of the Queen, Charles and Willie Leaks. All right, there's pictures of them, but let me read this one here. Okay, Maxwell connection. I think I read it somewhere. You could freeze your screen, but I'm just going to read the underlying thing here. Although the paper's weekly circulation had risen to 5.3 million, Murdoch sacked her the day after she ran a story about homosexual, which had an embarrassing royal link. All right, I read this before from another video, so you could freeze your screen and read that. All right, let's go to that. Okay, they even said Meghan didn't deserve to be in that family because she failed to follow the Queen's value. I guess the value of nuns protecting matters to the Brits. I'm telling you, all the nonsense that they say are coming back to haunt them. All right, let's see here. Don't think she sent them into exile. They chose, and rightly so, to leave the firm. Best thing they could have done. I can't wait for this autobiography. Let me read some of that. Forced out, Prince Harry requested to be part-time without public funding to escape vicious press attack, and the royal family refused William and Kate receive taxpayers' money till 2017 as part-time working royal. I show so many clips of this video. Just wanna hurry up so I could read the other article. All right, maybe I'll stop. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 other tweets to share with you. Okay, royal Twitter. Quote, we will never know Prince Andrew's culpability with this case settlement, and it's best not to speculate, end quote. Also, royal Twitter, quote, how Meghan Markle's body language, astrological chart, and association with the Illuminati are destroying the monarchy, end quote. Desmond here respond, imagine Virginia already gave her deposition to the FBI prior to the settlement between her and Prince Andrew. That was before I knew, okay? Way before I knew she didn't sign an NDA. That was way before. And this is me saying, look at, imagine she already talked to FBI about that, about Prince Andrew. Well, a lot already said, filed in court anyway. Prince Andrew just never cleared them. Settlement pretty much confirmed Virginia Giuffre's allegation, and anyway, I believe. Okay, how many others are there? Oh, 4 people like it. I think 3, including Virginia. The other 2 did not have the guts to go after Andy. Wow. Let's see here. They might now, though. We'll see. I hope all of his victims sue him, and this is a non-stop nightmare. Hopefully, imagine during the Jubilee, they come out and file a court against Andrew. That would be good. They finished with Virginia. They told Virginia, don't say anything until after the Jubilee. But imagine the other 2 come and file something during the Jubilee. That would be something. Okay, they might now, though. We'll see. I hope all of his victims sue him, and this is a non-stop nightmare. Hopefully, there will also be criminal charges. Okay, I hope they do too. Hey, don't they all want the $12 million richer? That's fine. More likely, don't they all want to make sex traffickers pay for what they did to them? People who rape young girls need to be held accountable. I think so too. Yeah, I agree, but I'm not about to pass up a dig at Andrew forking out £12 million to some girls he never met. Okay, oh, absolutely. He's lying sack of, you know what? And the UK press is going to give themselves whiplash trying to spend this. I hope he gets sued over and over until the public is so furious they dump the entire family. I'm with you. And the thing is that there was something I was thinking. Okay, never mind. There is bound to be a manufactured Meghan story in the 48 hours to distract us from the pedo prince paying £12 million and out of court settlement with his sex abuser. I'll wait. Oh, nah, the squad not gonna let this go. Okay, what can they say about her? The Brits haven't seen her in 2 years, and she hasn't been out in public in months. All right, as idiot as this is, blaming Meghan for destroying the monarchy is incendiary and could lead to violence. So many unhinged people on one island. Meghan should not go back there. I don't think she has. Okay, I agree, and I'm from the island. Okay, you forgot to include the analysis of her feet. Okay, after this, let's see here. Meghan is in for a rough time since I just read that Charles will probably be answering some uncomfortable question about his one charity. Yeah, he's under investigation too. From my understanding, I think some police person, I think a head of police, quit. Maybe these kind of thing were too much for her. I don't know. Okay, absolutely no certain. She's evil because of this picture taking mid blank, and which she took like she's glaring at someone. And then they refuse to acknowledge the picture or video where Kate is clearly glaring at Will, flinching from his touch. All right, let's see here. This pretty much sums up what should be done. All right, let's see from the Guardian. Clearly, Britain loses more than it gains from the monarchy. Oh, okay. The Royal Jubilee will be a cheerful end to a state of affair that cannot be allowed to continue, said Guardian. Okay, let me bookmark this and let me click on it. I'll leave the link if I don't get to read it. All right, you know what? Let me move to the next tweet. Next tweet. So maybe those two other tweets, there's one with the Prince Andrew and that one with the Guardian. I'll put it on another video by itself. All right, so let me finish with those tweets here. Next tweet. Okay, the UK government denied police protection to Meghan Markle and Prince Harry despite their offer to pay for it themselves. Prince Andrew still gets taxpayers funded protection, costing £2 million annually after being stripped of royal duties due to rape victims. What is it? Costing £2 million annually. Okay, Prince Andrew still gets taxpayers. Okay, it's for the taxpayers. Okay, my mind was into something. All right, they were denying them, especially Meghan Markle, things from the beginning, things that others were given. Well, all right, I showed this at the beginning already. I think is the other brother and perhaps Charles who is denying them opportunity to pay celebrities like Kate Moss can pay for protection, but not a law-abiding member of the royal family is suspicious, especially because another member is paying to make serious allegation to go away. Yeah. Okay, I don't think anyone should be able to pay for armed police protection. Oh, what the hell? Can hire private security like the rest of the Hollywood. Let's see here. Kate Moss can. That's the squad coming. Kate Moss can. Why can't Harry? Even Charles could for his mistress at the time. All right, so there's receipt here. All right, that's here. Kate Moss with her new husband, Jamie Hans. Okay, the police deployed 35 officers to blockade a village for Kate Moss's wedding, comprising 1 inspector, 5 sergeants, and 29 PCs. Okay, the total cost of the police operation in the village of Southwark Glass is estimated around £10,000. That wasn't much. All right, a spokesperson said the force will not be footing the bill. The event organizer or to pay the policing costs in full with relation to this event. But they are concerned over the number of police officers devoted to the wedding during a time of depleted resources. Well, if they're paying for it and they better cough off the police, there it is here. All right, so these are people who's making excuses. Let's see, there's a comment on here. There's this. Okay, it does not look like they were armed. However, I do think Harry and Meghan have genuine security risks and should have protection when they're here. Look at this. For some of you who are new, okay, if you've been following me on PYTE, I've been saying it for so long, way before all of this come out. And I said, it has been done before. Okay, look that video up. It has been done before. Where I said, I don't think Harry should go back to the UK. They'll pretend to be nice to you and all of that, and then to do some harm to you. Now, everybody's saying it for what it is now. All right, but UK allows certain VIP people to pay for police protection, but not the Sussexes. They pay for armed private security in the US. armed private security, not affiliate to police, is not allowed in the UK. All right, there's this. Other people have paid for armed protection. Who? Another more mirror royals do it, so why not? All right, so there's the receipt here. All right, let me go to the next tweet. All right, I'm starting to get tired and I'm rushing. I don't like when I'm rushing to those tweets. This one was kind of interesting to see the depiction of the situation that just happened. All right, to halt sex scam, what the F? Yeah, that's pretty much tell the story. All right, there's him. They've caught him, pretty much naked. All right, there's the queen walking behind him with pile of money. There's Charles here. Yep, that's pretty much depict the story here. And then there's here. Worst royal crisis in 85 years. All right, that's the thing here. Harry and Meghan. And then Andrew does £12 million deal to halt sex claim. All right, this pretty much depict that. I'm not even going to go to the comments. Let's go to the next tweet. There's this here. News. Exhausted Daily Mail staffers leave today brainstorm after failing to link Prince Andrew's settlement to Meghan Markle. I thought that was kind of funny. They can't think of anything to link Meghan to it. Okay, true, it's becoming very obvious to everyone, has it not? Okay, if only Meghan had money in the same bank, if only the bank manager who signed the $1 million check had the last name Markle, or maybe had a daughter named Meghan. If only the bank had a branch in California, there could even be an avocado link to that bank somehow. All right, let's see here. They should have asked him for help. Let's see here. Let's see. For any aspiring tabloid journalist at Katie Hapkin wannabe, here's a tutorial on how to write a story on Meghan Markle. Hope you find it useful. Okay, it's a minute. Okay, I'm gonna play, but guess what? I have to stop in between so I don't get flagged. All right, it's a minute.
So fit, so fit. Hello, Nigel Schmund, journalist for the Slun newspaper. Just been watching my favourite porg, Katie Hopkins, talking about old brown crown Meghan Markle. Apparently, she says that tabloids are too hard on her. Meghan, we're not being hard on you, alright? Stop being a chicken. Mind you, I suppose you are, you eat. Right, headlines. Right, so we've got a picture of her with a yoga mat.
So he's showing how to link Meghan to all this nonsense that's going on. That's a satire, by the way.
I mean, that's for show. You know, she's not doing yoga. The mention of the word downward dog, they'd hear dog and start running. So I'm going to turn that yoga mat into something a bit more threatening. Pop a little target on, a little bit of an explosion, boom. Meghan fires bazooka.
A little of explosion and a bazooka. I'm sorry, I have to interrupt in between. YouTube is in my case now with my backup.
At the Queen. And I might just add in a little rocket, give it that sort of terrace feel. Oh, I mean, this story writes itself. Harry's bent over, she stood behind him, she's tapping him. All I'm going to put there is Meghan taps Harry from behind. Might just add in the Pornhub logo as well.
Oh my God. Meghan tapped him from the back. Pornhub right there. Let's see.
Oh, Hakuna Matata, this is wonderful. Meghan Markle, starving African children, and guess what? She's facing the other way. In other words, Meghan turns back on starving African children. Now,
oh my God, it's hilarious. It's hilarious.
I don't know if they're starving, but put it this way, they've not been collecting any Nando's points for a while. And that's it really, that's how you write a story on Meghan Markle. So thick.
Oh my God, that was funny. Okay, it may be funny, but actually it's really, really accurate. I mean, they are so obsessed about Meghan. Yeah, it's true. Okay, Meghan Markle lives rent-free in their heads. There's the laugh. They'll keep trying though. Okay, away from a toxic royal family. There's the laugh. The 2.4 mil they pay back will be donated to the charity, according to my palace source. All right, glad to see that everyone knows. Okay, the word is out. We know what's going on. Okay, brilliant, funny, but sadly reflect reality. Yeah, it's true. This is not even funny because it is the truth. Okay, I don't see any lie. Yep, there's that. Sound like true. All right, this is my last tweet. And I really want to start reading those articles. And those 2 articles that I want to read, I'm going to put the link in the description, but it's going to be on another video. Why won't the royal family confirm where the funds to pay off sex crime came from? Where are the journalists who ask more questions about a commercial deal with Netflix and Spotify that they're asking about taxpayers' money being used to pay off sex crime and silent victims? All right, there's Peter Hunt here. A frailer queen, a future king likely to be in interview as part of a criminal investigation into alleged cash for honor scandal. Okay, his brother paying millions to a woman he has no recollection of ever meeting. The royals refusing to confirm no taxpayers' money used. All right, so that's the retweet here. All right, do the unroyals have any cash that then originate from the taxpayers? Moot question. Okay, where are the MPs who quiz some poor Spotify executive about Harry and Meghan's deal? Okay, I'm looking for them everywhere. Okay, that's a great point. Crickets about the settlement, but they were trying to dig into the speculation about private multi-year business contract for Harry and Meghan that were absolutely none of their business. The UK deserves so much better than this. Time to hold the royal family accountable. Where are the lawn investigation journalists? All right, let's see. Meanwhile, you have Prince William of the invented joke of his and her gift of a dozen roses and a dozen eggs, respectively, for Valentine's Day isn't as far-fetched as one thinks. The perfect build-up to the Jubilee. Well, yeah, I saw somewhere where they're saying he gave roses to his wife and all of that. People, the squad turned it, the story with Rose. All right, people, the squad turned it to accomplish something different. All right, surely it's the public interest to know where the money is coming from. Besides, I think the settlement is way more than this guess estimate being handed out. Lawyers' fees alone will run into millions. Okay, right? I highly doubt Victoria or her attorney will accept such a small amount. It's a palace way of trying to come out looking good. She won. Yeah, she did. Okay, the Queen just bought with 12 million pound her platinum jubilee with the blessing of tabloid. Now lawyers is saying more than 40-50 million and million is normal. Where is PC Morgan with all his so-called palace sources? He should have all the detail on the biggest grift in 85 years. He better stay out of this because you never know. You never know, some connection somewhere. I'm not mentioning any name here because this is a huge ring with those powerful people here. You never know, there's some connection here. All right, so I'm done. I'm gonna do another video for the two articles, these two articles. I'm gonna read this and that. This one will be first. Where is it? Oh, where's the shit? Did they remove it? Where's the article? Let me see here. Yep, it's not there anymore. It's not there anymore. Wow. All right, so let's see here. News, Sky, Prince Andrew and Virginia Giuffre, Prince Andrew settlement abuse lawsuit, New York Times. Maybe this one, Daily UK. All right, let's click on this, New York Times. Okay, Prince Andrew settlement, sexual abuse lawsuit with Virginia Giuffre. Financial terms of the settlement, which was announced in a federal court filing Manhattan on Tuesday, were not revealed. Okay. Prince Andrew, the disgraced second son of Queen Elizabeth II, has settled a lawsuit brought by Virginia Giuffre, a woman who had accused him of raping her when she was a teen victim of Andrew's friend, the notorious sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, according to a new court filing in Manhattan on Tuesday. The amount that Andrew, 61, will pay Ms. Giuffre is confidential, the parties said in a joint statement attached to the filing. Andrew also, quote, intend to make a substantial donation, and quote, to a charity, quote, in support of victims' rights, and quote, the statement said. The deal comes just weeks before Andrew was scheduled to sit for a deposition in which he will have been questioned under oath by Miss Giuffre's lawyer. Andrew did not admit to any Miss Giuffre's accusation against him in a statement announcing the settlement. Okay, the lawsuit by Miss Giuffre. Okay, I have this. I already have that. I have a video on that. One of the most prominent of Mr. Epstein accuser had cast a shadow over the royals at a time when Queen Elizabeth II, the 95-year-old British monarch, was marking her 70th year on the throne. Andrew was forced to relinquish his military title, and royal charity no longer was to use the title, quote, His Royal Highness, and was quote, not to undertake any public duties, end quote, Buckingham Palace said in a statement last month. In her lawsuit, Ms. Giuffre claimed that Andrew, known as the Duke of York, sexually abused her when she was under 18 at Mr. Epstein's mansion in Manhattan and on his private island, Little St. James, in the U.S. Virgin Islands. The suit also claimed that Andrew, Mr. Epstein, and his longtime companion, Ghislaine Maxwell, had forced Ms. Giuffre to have sexual intercourse with Andrew at Miss Maxwell's home in London. Ms. Giuffre had feared repercussion if she disobeyed the three because of, quote, their powerful connection, wealth, and authority, end quote, the lawsuit said. Mr. Epstein, 66, was found dead in August 2019 in a Manhattan jail cell while awaiting trial on sex trafficking charges. Miss Maxwell, 60, was convicted of sex trafficking and other count in a trial December. The settlement may serve as a capstone to the year of investigation and litigation that has surrounded Mr. Epstein and his associates. The Epstein saga implicated or involved people at highest level of celebrity and politics, including Andrew, on both sides of the ocean, spawning court cases on conspiracy theories. All right, so I don't see where the lawyer said. I'll put the link in the description. I didn't finish read the whole thing. Giuffre estimate the baseline lawsuit. Okay, there's nothing about NDA. So I'll leave that link for you guys. But the other one, oh my goodness, they remove it. They remove it. I can't believe this. They removed the thing, the article. But this one, I'm going to put it in the description for you guys. Okay, I'm still 55 minutes. Let's go back and let me see if there's anything. Okay, let's see. Virginia, let's remove some word here. Virginia NDA settlement. Wow, I should have read it last night or take screenshot. I should have known. My goodness. Virginia NDA settlement for Prince Andrew. Okay. Virginia Giuffre. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Let me do a prayer. Let's do a prayer and then I'll search for more of that. Because right now I'm doing the thing while I'm recording. Let's do a prayer. Prayer for victim of abuse. Let's do that for abuse. Let's do that. All right. Help is available. National domestic prayer for victim of abuse. All right. There's a number here. Let's go to image. Let's do. Oh, I don't want something too long. Prayer service victim of sexual abuse. Let's do this one. Oh, jeez, it's too small. Too small. I can't see it. What about this one? Okay, prayer for stop spousal abuse. Heavenly Father, we come before you today and lift up marriages. We specifically pray over the husband and wives who do not control what they do and act out in violence toward each other. We pray for peace to fall on them. Holy Spirit, please guide them and give them understanding. We ask for protection against abusers and against the effects of spousal abuse, where there is mental abuse, physical abuse, spiritual abuse, or emotional abuse. Lord, please intervene. Send people to help others get out of harmful situation and bring redemption to marriages. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, I need to stop. I feel like this prayer is a bit weak, but I'm going to leave it as that. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. And if you want to help support this channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. All right, I need to look more on this.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.